Hello, my name is Nathaniel Figueroa and I'm here to teach you about the wonders of weightlifting. Now, weightlifting is a truly crucial thing in not only maintaining physical fitness, but as well as maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Now, during these trying times, many people can't go to the gym and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be showing you is not only maybe some basic weightlifting movements, but as well as some calisthenics that you can do basically anywhere. Now, weightlifting is a very, very dangerous thing. Truly it is, if done improperly. Weightlifting is all about mastering your form before anything else, all right? Technique is the most crucial thing to weightlifting, and that's it. Really, it's truly technique, because improper technique can lead to really serious injuries in weightlifting. But if done correctly, weightlifting is a great thing and a great way to exercise, and one of the fastest ways to burn fat. Now, before I begin, let me explain something about weightlifting that I don't think many people understand. Weightlifting, what it does is that when you have, give me one moment. When you have a weight, depending on its heaviness or depending on the amount of repetitions you do, what you're doing is you're causing strain on your muscles. You're causing strain, you're making them flex and relax, tense up, and then lessen. So what that does is that over a period of time, what it does is that it tears over your muscles, right? If you do a heavy lift, or you're doing a bunch of repetitive lightweight lifts, it tears your muscles. And that's the crucial nature of weightlifting. It tears all your muscle fibers, not all of them, but it tears the muscle fibers that you're hitting when you're working out, and then it rebuilds them stronger and bigger, or sometimes just stronger, all right? Because there's also another misconception when it comes to weightlifting. Weightlifting is not just something that helps people gain size or mass. When you weightlift, you won't have to expect yourself to be one of those huge hulking bodybuilders that walk around. No. What you can perfectly do is maintain a reasonable small size or whatever size you want to be and comfortable with, and maintain it, and weightlifting is a crucial thing to do so. Now, since I've done explaining the basics, let me show you some basic weightlifting techniques and rules that a lot of people may not know right off the bat. Now, one of the most main basic lifts is this. It is easily the curl. The curl is a lift that is basic and everyone does, but a lot of people may do it wrong. Now, for most workouts, you're gonna have your feet shoulder width apart, and you have to not sway. You see, a lot of people when they work out or do this curl, they may go like this. You see how I'm moving my elbows? That's improper form. What you want to do is keep your elbows still and then isolate your bicep movement. All right. What it does is that it lessens the momentum of you moving your arm upwards, which is sort of like you're cheating your body. And if you cheat your body during working out, you're not going to see the results, and you're not going to be putting in the hard work that you think you might be doing. That's why when you're lifting, do not sway your elbows. When you're curling, just keep them straight, locked, maybe a slight bit of sway if that is what your body needs to do, but then the less sway as possible. You lift it up, and it's all in your biceps, and you'll feel it because it's a much more intense strain and contraction that's going on and occurring, all right? And another thing about weightlifting is that when you go into weightlifting, you really have to make sure you balance, all right? Because a lot of people may go into a gym or start working out and only hit a few muscles. People might start going to a gym and only start working out your arm muscles or your upper body and have no workouts for their legs, and that makes people possibly look misshapen or uneven. So that's why it's crucial when you go to work out, you must be balanced and set days to work out specific muscles so that all your body looks nice and balanced. Now, another thing about weightlifting is that weightlifting is great, as I said before, for burning fat, but you might also need to mix in different forms of cardio. Cardio is a great thing, and in pairing with weightlifting, it is the best thing. all right? Because if you just weight lift, you might not be working out that much on your cardio. And cardio is one of the main things for having a healthy lifestyle. So what I recommend is that however many times or how long it ever takes you to work out, maybe set aside 10 to 20 minutes of cardio. And that could be in the form of many different things. It could be jumping jack, it could be jump rope, it could be running around, or other forms of cardio you may see fit, maybe playing soccer or playing a sport. Playing sports are a great way of working out your cardio and just endurance in general. Now, I have many weights here because I like to work out, but you might not have it at home. So I'm going to show you a lot of different workouts that you can do to hit different muscle groups just by yourself. Now, I'm not going to show you basic ones, but maybe I'll show you them just so you can get better form. All right, so push-ups. Push-ups, there are many different variations of push-ups. So for example, the most basic push-up stance. Everyone knows how to do it. You have your arms apart, shoulder width and length. All right, your feet the same thing, they're back. Sometimes people like to have their feet together or apart. Personally, that's what I prefer. You're looking straight down, and then a push-up. But there are many different ways and a push-up is a very complex thing. You see, if you have your hands together in the shape of a diamond, and then you proceed to do a push-up, it doesn't hit your chest or your arm muscles, because that's what a regular push-up does hit. A push-up, when you're doing it regularly, it works out your pectoral muscles and your triceps. Your triceps are your muscles that are right here. They make up 2/3 of your arm. They are the biggest muscle in your arm. So when you're doing a regular push-up, what you're doing is working out the chest and the tricep. But if you were to do a diamond push-up, you'd have to go down and lift up, and it's much more intense, but what it does, it hits your back. Yeah, it's crazy. The placement of your arms completely changed the muscle that it's hitting. So what it does is that when you're having a diamond, it works out this back muscle over here, what is called the latissimus dorsi, basically. And also, you can even further the workouts that you're doing for push-ups to isolate specific muscles, like between the chest or the tricep. The closer you are more in, the closer your hands are in together, will hit the tricep more, because you're using more of your tricep muscle when your hands are closer together. So what I mean by this is that, say if I'm looking at the ground right now and I'm about to get into push-up position, my hands are going to be like this. Shoulder width apart, but if I move it closer in, it's gonna hit more of my tricep. But if I go farther out, it's gonna hit more of my chest. And that's the really cool thing, is that those little specific differences mean the world. Same when it goes to a squat. Squats also come in different variations, just in the same way as push-ups do. But let me give you an example. This is a sumo squat. A sumo squat is when you have your legs far out together and your toes pointing very much outward, and then you squat. All right, what that does is that it hits specifically more your inner thighs and your glutes. But if you were to do a regular squat, it would hit your quads and your hamstrings and your glutes. But if you want to isolate those muscles and put more strain on your inner thighs and your glutes, then a sumo squat would be the way to do it. Also, if you have weights at your home, every single workout is enhanced by weights. For example, I could put this plate of 25 pounds on my back when I'm doing push-ups, and I can put another one here too. But as well as for squats, since I have an at-home barbell, I can put it behind my back and just squat. And these are relatively inexpensive things that you can get from a Target or a Walmart, a Home Depot, or a Sam's Club. And working out is just crucial in maintaining physical fitness and health. And there's a bunch of different ways to do it, and there's a lot of different resources out there to learn about it. But this is just my introduction towards all of you about weightlifting. And I'm just a young kid, just like whoever I'm speaking to. I'm just a young kid. I'm 18, I'm still in high school, about to graduate, but I just want to show you about working out because it's something I truly enjoy, and it's something that I love to the depths of my heart. So thank you for listening, and hopefully you take up the weightlifting.